Have you ever wondered what lies beneath the gleaming skyscrapers, high-speed trains, and bustling cities of Southeast Asia? On the surface, it looks like a region on the rise, full of promise and prosperity. But behind the scenes, something else is unfolding. A quieter, more troubling story, one that doesn't make headlines as often. Today, we're diving into the hidden cost of economic growth in Southeast Asia and why it matters more than ever. Over the past few decades, countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia have experienced rapid economic growth. Foreign investments, booming exports, and industrialization have transformed once rural landscapes into economic hubs. Millions of people have been lifted out of poverty, and middle classes are expanding. But this growth comes at a price, and it's not always paid in money. Let's start with the environment. Southeast Asia is home to some of the world's most diverse ecosystems, from the rainforests of Borneo to the coral reefs of the Philippines. But to fuel growth, forests are being cleared for palm oil plantations, coal is being burned for energy, and rivers are being polluted by factories. In Indonesia alone, millions of hectares of forest are lost every year. Wildlife is disappearing. The air in cities like Jakarta and Hanoi often ranks among the most polluted in the world. And climate change? Southeast Asia is one of the regions most vulnerable to rising sea levels and extreme weather, challenges made worse by the very industries driving economic success. Next, think about labor. Rapid industrialization has created millions of jobs, but often under poor conditions. In the garment factories of Cambodia or the electronic assembly lines of Vietnam, workers can face long hours, low wages, and unsafe environments. Labor laws exist, but enforcement is inconsistent. Behind the cheap products we buy around the world is often a story of workers who don't share in the prosperity they help create. And what about culture and communities? Economic development often pushes indigenous groups off their land. Traditional ways of life are disappearing as cities sprawl and tourism explodes. The push for profit can sometimes override the rights of people who've lived in these regions for generations. Entire communities are uprooted for dams, resorts, and industrial parks, with little say in the process. Now, this doesn't mean economic growth is bad. Growth is essential. It has improved education, healthcare, infrastructure, and opportunities for millions. But the problem is imbalance. When the environment, workers, and local communities are sacrificed in the name of progress, we have to ask, is it really sustainable? Or are we building a future that looks bright now, but is unstable at its core? There are solutions. Governments can enforce stricter environmental regulations. Companies can be held accountable for labor rights. Communities can be given a voice in decisions that affect their land and lives. Consumers, that's us, can choose more ethical products and support businesses that do better. It's not about stopping growth. It's about choosing a kind of growth that respects people and the planet. So next time you admire a modern skyline or buy a product made in Southeast Asia, remember, there's a deeper story behind it, one of both progress and sacrifice, and we all have a role to play in shaping how that story continues. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the issues that shape our world. Let's keep asking questions and building a better future together.